She wasn't supposed to be someone I'd fall for. I was 28, convinced I was too old to ever go head over heels. No illusions, no risks, no coming back. But she changed everything. Her name was Alina, 41, director of the art residency where I'd just begun my internship. She didn't look 40. She looked herself, and that made all the difference. Our first meeting was strictly business. I turned up late in jeans and a sweatshirt, clutching coffee, nervous. She wore a black pantsuit, glasses, dark red lipstick, so sharp, so composed. Everything about her said no. Too serious, too reserved, too far from what I thought I liked, but I couldn't stop looking at her. I watched how she touched her temple when she pondered, the way she paused before speaking when it mattered, how her laughs were rare, but when they came, they filled the room. I hung around after work, finishing paperwork, polishing presentations, or just sitting in her office talking about some obscure female artist. I flirted. I joked, boldly. I crossed lines. And she asked, "Are you always this persistent?" Only when I really want something," I said, meeting her eyes. She didn't look away, just offered a quiet, almost hidden smile. That smile wrecked me. One night after an exhibition opening, we stayed in the kitchen drinking white wine. I touched her wrist. She didn't pull away. "You weren't supposed to be someone I liked," I whispered. "I didn't plan to be." She didn't move. She didn't look away. I kissed her first. My heart was in my throat, and she kissed me back. Slow, deep, deliberate. Her fingers trembled as they touched my face. I knew then she wasn't someone who gave herself lightly. When she did, it was full surrender. Not just desire, but something that went deeper. Then came morning. She was distant. She told me things had been a mistake. Who's it a mistake for? Me because I'm young, or you because you're not ready? Silence. That silence? Cut. I stayed away a week. She didn't reach out. Then one night, I opened the door to find her in a coat, standing outside my building, with a bottle of wine. "You had principles," I said when I let her in. "They went to hell the moment I stopped tasting my coffee without you." We stopped hiding. We took late-night walks. She shared her favorite hidden spots, not the touristy kind. Abandoned rooftops where she once smoked in college. Cafes where betrayal once struck. I got to know her better than I ever knew anyone. Not everyone accepted us. Co-workers whispered. One said flat out, "She's just using you." But I saw her tenderness, her late-night tears reading letters from her mother, her fear of letting herself be truly happy. We escaped together for a few days to Lviv, just to breathe. There, she called me my love for the first time. I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, thinking, I don't know how long this will last, but I know I'll never forget it. The end isn't a period. It's a choice. We're not perfect. She fears what people might say. I worry she'll tire of my fire. But when she touches my shoulder and whispers, "You're here," I know it's real. I don't need a label. I don't demand forever. Just that she chose me, and I chose her. Because love isn't about age. It's about courage, depth, a touch your body remembers. We didn't move in together immediately. Her space was pristine, almost museum-like. White, cold, every detail in its place. Mine was chaos with warmth. Books everywhere, plants, cups left out. We found a compromise. A small third-floor apartment with wooden floorboards that creak underfoot and a lemon tree on the balcony. Living together was beautifully complicated. Her need for control, my chaos. She washed dishes right after dinner. I let them pile. She craved silence. I played music in the mornings. Still, when nighttime came, when we lay side by side, all that stuff shrank, became inconsequential. She said you taught me how to breathe easier. I told her she taught me how to be silent without fear. She reads the news over breakfast. I steal the last piece of toast with jam from her plate. We argue over politics, movies, whose cat it really belongs to. But we stay. Sometimes we dance barefoot in the kitchen. Sometimes we mark the whole day in silence, not from anger, from exhaustion. Her parents stopped calling. Mine pretended she was just a friend. It stung, but we held on. We built our life without asking permission, adopted a cat, had picnics on the living room floor, left love notes on mirrors. Love isn't always loud, not always perfectly sure, but it's alive. When I wake up before her and watch her sleep, I think, I don't know what's coming, but this is the reality I chose. And she chose it too. Over time, we ceased to be two people living together. We became halves of a whole. Our differences didn't divide, they completed. She taught me patience, to slow down. I brought back laughter, spontaneity, a little reckless joy. Challenges came, as they always do. Judgmental glances, whispered rumors, work demands, her career's weight, my dreams. But we found ways, small acts. Breakfast in rough mornings, tea at night, simply being there when the world felt heavy. I applied for a grant to start my own art project. She believed in me, kept saying, "You are braver than you think." That line became ours. We fight sometimes, harsh words from fear or fatigue. But when we come back, honesty and embrace follow. One night, under city lights on the balcony, she asked me, "Do you think this is forever?" I squeezed her hand. "I don't know," I said. "But I want it to be." Our story is still being written. Some chapters are bright, others dim, but every page is ours. Messy, imperfect, real.